There once was a dream world in which
Blind Game Aries is today's first.
there once was a dream.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's good. I am hanging in there, Reese. Just been dealing with a lot of stuff. Oh, they're so cute. Yeah. I don't know how long I'm going to be on today. Because I do have to take my husband to work tomorrow morning because I need the vehicle for multiple meetings with the school system between two different schools, and it's just going to be a day. But we have to leave by like 6. So, and I'd like to get some sleep too. It's been a hell of a week. It's been a hell of a year. And it's only February. It's not even halfway through February. It's not even February 14th. It's the 11th. Okie dokie. Ooh. Okay. Apparently we have an event going on. Events. Valentine's Day event. What is the duties? Cupid's best assistant. Cupid's confection. I don't know what any of that is. Complete daily quest for some of the valley's most iconic sweethearts and earn exclusive rewards. So I guess.
Oh, doesn't anyone here know how to have fun?
No, I don't. I feel like my game is kind of glitchy. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know anything anymore. I just wanted to play for the new update we have. Okay. Hi, Maya. Maybe it's just me. Like I said, I don't know. Let's see. Anything new? I feel like this is darker in here than usual.
That's
Hey,
right. I'm Mount.
you have a
Good
quest.
day to you.
Demigod of the wind and sea, hero to all.
Huh?
Sure. Yeah, I got it. What's up? Okay. Do I have to
Good day to
collect
you.
the things or?
No,
So while I'm looking at the inventory and see if there's anything new for me to get, let me just give you a little bit of a life update. So, ooh, I have that already. As you guys know, I've been dealing with some health issues and stuff like that. I just started seeing a new rheumatologist and I got some blood work done and everything. Finally had an appointment with them last month. And my blood work came back within acceptable range. But because I'm dealing with some stuff, they are concerned, so they need me to do more lab work. I'm like, okay. Because they added another possibility of what could be going on with me. And it's something called myositis. Which is a rare autoimmune disorder where your muscles or where your immune system attacks your muscles. Again, it is not, confirmed, but it's adding another, hey, this could be what's going on type of thing. So, of course, my anxiety's been kind of high since then. Another thing is that we've been dealing with stuff with the house. Because of my issues, I don't often have the energy to, take care of it. And our landlord threatened eviction, but thankfully has since said that we're good for now, but it's still kind of one of those things that's, again, something that weighs on my mind right now. I think that's all 3 I needed to do. Yep, okay. And then On top of that, I've been dealing with issues at work, with the possibility of, if things don't change, I might,
Look at all these poor unfortunate souls.
there's a there's I'm saying this as so far this month it's been good, but my job has become extremely nitpicky. Aw, love you too, Fate. But my job has become super nitpicky to the point where we have what are called QAs, because we're a call center, and I haven't made my QAs in 3 months. Usually after 3 months, they're like, all right, you're going to be put on a performance enhancement plan or whatever, which would force me to go into the office. And I would have to go into the office and be in the office for like 3 months, I think. But if I wouldn't make the QA at any point during those 3 months, I would be terminated. I would lose my job. So I've been mentally dealing with that. Again, thankfully, I'm knocking on wood here. I've had 2 calls pulled. And so far so good.
Just so you know, I've got some
But
at the store.
it's still stressful. And then yesterday, this week has been crap too. Sunday night, little man did not want to sleep. He was struggling so hard. I don't know if he was having nightmares or what, but he wouldn't sleep. He just was screaming most of the night. So I took Monday off because I was exhausted and was hoping to, take a nap while the aide was there for him. But the aide ended up being sick, so Monday wasn't able to take any naps. So I was just exhausted. And then Tuesday I go back to work and get a message from the nursing agency that we use for the kids as home health aides, saying that the aide that currently goes with my middle child no longer feels comfortable going back to the school. Which means my middle child cannot go to school because we don't have an aide for her. Because the school has become a very toxic place for the aide. And he felt like he was being treated very poorly, and he was being disrespected and everything. It's a lot. And so I had to leave work early yesterday and have an emergency meeting with the school that lasted almost 2 hours and got nowhere. And then today I had work, and then immediately as I clocked out of work, I had a meeting for my youngest because he's going to be going to kindergarten next year. And then tomorrow I have his IEP. And then I got a message today saying that they want to have an emergency IEP revision for my middle child right after my son's IEP meeting. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, my brain is fried. And I haven't had my antidepressants for like a week because they didn't have it. And they didn't have my metformin either. So my emotions are all over the place. And it's just been a hell of a week. And honestly, I've just been feeling so emotionally drained and overwhelmed between the possibility of having... Oh yeah, I already told them, because we have a feeling that during this IEP revision, they're going to try to convince me that my child can go to school without an aide. And I'm like, absolutely fucking not. That is where I'm putting my foot down, because one, she gets transported to the school from the aide. Two, she has stomach issues, so sometimes she needs to come home early if she's having a really bad stomach ache. And we only have one vehicle. I can't leave work. My husband works 45 minutes, like half hour, 45 minutes away, so that's not going to be very beneficial. And when she was in kindergarten, I'm going to say this, but I'm going to say this also, that it was a different class that this occurred. But it's still extremely stressful. But when my middle child was in kindergarten, they were at a field trip, and she did have a little bit of a tantrum and was sitting down, basically, and the aide that was there was waiting her out, and the what they call, like, the aides for the classroom aides, she was getting frustrated and grabbed her by the wrist and yanked her off the ground and put her back in the wagon and left bruises on her wrists. And that was done in front of her aide. And I will be honest, CYS was called on the teachers and the aides. I'm going to talk to I'm hopefully going to call one tomorrow, but a special education advocate. They have a couple of different agencies around that does advocacy, and see what they suggest. But yeah, this was before this whole, they switched from being through the school district to being through there's a local college, and they had, and the people who are in this classroom are all grad students. They do have their credentials. They do have everything, necessarily needed to be teachers already, but they're just in a graduate program. And for the last year and a half, they've been absolutely wonderful with her. And all of a sudden, right before Christmas, everything went downhill. And it's become a lot. And it's just been super frustrating. And we're getting the runaround because today we were told by the school district, by the special education coordinator through the school district, that this one aide who was with her in kindergarten would be able to come back, as long as the nursing agency allowed it, because like every job, there's a point system and such. So she was on because of the complaints, and the problem is, like, they can't not, put points against her whenever she gets a complaint, even though it was like a dumb complaint, but they had to do it. Well, her points are off and everything. And we asked the special education coordinators, like, hey, can this person come back to the school? And when we were looking for aides for my oldest, I think it was, and they said, yeah, sure. So whenever the aide that, and again, I do not blame the aides. They need to protect their mental health, and I am 100% for that, and I do not blame them at all. So just putting that out there. But so yesterday, after the emergency meeting, we were talking it over, because the aide who was with her in kindergarten is now my son's aide during the week for him and for school and everything. But we were thinking of doing a switcheroo, basically, and have that aide go with my middle kid to the school, and have my middle kid's aide go to school with my youngest, because he has worked with my youngest during the summer and is really good with him and everything. And he said he'd be willing because it's a different school. It's a preschool, not the school and everything. And then we got word today that the school doesn't want the aide to come back. And I'm sitting there going, that's not what we were told. So because I was working, my mother-in-law called the school, called the special education coordinator and said, so what is going on? Why can't this aide come back? You know, it's been 3 years and stuff. So who made that decision? And she said it was the principals, because there's 2 different elementary schools in our school district. They said it was the principals, and my mother-in-law goes, well, she's never been at this other school, which is where my oldest goes. Because one of the elementary schools has the life skills classroom, which is where my oldest is, and then the other one has the autism support classroom, which is where the middle kid is. And when she said that, my mother-in-law tells her she's never been over at the other school. So who is saying that? So you're saying it's this one principal. And almost 3 years is a long time to hold a grudge for an aide. And she said that it was the superintendent. So my mother-in-law calls the superintendent, and he goes, I mean, I've heard about things, but I never made that decision. I never said that. And the superintendent knows my husband because this is the same school district my husband went to school through. So, like, you know, my mother-in-law goes, you're not going to hold that against us, are you? Just as a joke. And he laughed, and he's sounded very, sincere and everything. Like, but this whole situation has just been completely driving me nuts, because, like, I just don't understand why, yeah. I just don't understand why this keeps happening. Like, I really don't. It's just, you know, I saw a video, and I wish I could find the video again, but they made a quote that says, I'm not trying to fix my child. I'm trying to protect the joy that the world keeps trying to take away from them. Or something along those lines. And I said, that's exactly it. Because one, yes, we could go to a different, we could ask about going to a different school district and everything, which is, like, you know, it's something that we could ask. But then I feel like it'd be punishing my kids because they have friends in that school. So because the school district's being such a bitch, we're gonna punish my kid because the school district's being the way they are. So, again, it's a lot. And I love my kids. I would not change them for the world, but I wish I could change the world for my kids. Because having 3 special needs kids it's a lot. It's a lot to take care of. It's a lot to handle. And, you know, all these professionals, it is exhausting. But all these professionals who are there to supposedly help are making things even worse. And I just want... Thank you, Fate. You know, I just want my kids to be able to enjoy life. You know? I just want... they're kids. Yes, they're different, but that doesn't mean they're not any less than anyone else. You know, they have a right to an education. They have a right to, you know, be treated with respect. Like, the thing is just like, so the school has been doing lately, and I'm sorry, I'm not playing. I'm sorry, I'm ranting. But, the school has been doing this thing where they've been blocking the aide's view of my kid, which they're not supposed to do. The aide is supposed to have eyes on them all the time. Because one, if my daughter were to hurt herself, because she does have behaviors, she does have tantrums and anything. Yeah, we are. I mean, we have, like I said, the nursing agency is keeping track of everything too. But so we have, like it stated that the aides are supposed to keep an eye on them, because if they have a behavior and if they end up hurting themselves, they are supposed to be able to tell the agency about it, because they're required to say, hey, this happened. So for example, I'm going to give this as an example because it did just recently happen. So again, my daughter is autistic. She can sometimes have these meltdowns where it just things become too much for her and everything, and she'll start having a meltdown. Sometimes she even goes as far as stripping in the middle of school, not in the school, but in the classroom and such. Well, anyways, they have what's called a cozy corner, what she likes to go to when she's having one of these big feelings and having a meltdown tantrum type thing. And she goes there and she kind of calms herself down. Well, last week she was having a really bad one. And her aide stood up just to keep an eye on her to make sure she's not hurting herself. And they blocked his view from her. And then she leaves this cozy corner and she has this bruise on her forehead. And he doesn't know where it came from because it wasn't there, when she left for school. But it was there when she got back. And he didn't know how she did it because they blocked his view. And we had this emergency meeting yesterday, and I brought that up because he told us it happened at the school. He told us. And he goes, and they go, what mark? So I'm like, what do you mean, what mark? I show them the picture because the one aide that's with my son right now was there when she got home, and she took a picture of it so that she could help my daughter's aide send it in to, they had to report it and stuff. And he couldn't tell them what happened because it happened in the thing. And during this meeting, I said that, last week we were told by the aide that she hurt herself. We saw that she hurt herself because she had this big mark, and it's still even visible now. It's not as visible, but it's still visible. And that happened a week ago. But we said, this mark, you guys, the school never told us about what happened. They never said the mark, what happened at school. They never said anything. And they had the audacity to say, why didn't our aide tell the classroom, like teachers and aides and stuff, that like he noticed it? I'm like, it is noticeable. It's right there on her forehead. Why didn't you notice it? That's not something you could have missed. It's right there. So why would he have to tell you that this happened or that this mark is there when it's right there on her forehead? She has her hair cut, so it's not like her hair's not covering her forehead. It is there. It's noticeable. Why would he have to tell you if it's, right there? Like, I could understand if maybe it was like, oh, she has a bump on her arm and stuff, but like that could be missed because her clothes are covering it. But it was on her damn forehead. So why would the aide have to tell you she has a mark on her forehead if it's right there? And they were like dumbfounded, like they had no idea what I was talking about. I'm like, dude, this is no. I may have ADHD. I may not be completely like, full on focused, but even I know that's not that's not I mean, I'm one of those like out of sight, out of mind things, but that was not out of sight. It is right there in the middle of her forehead, like right above her, not middle, but right above her eye. It was right there. Like it's not noticeable. So tomorrow we're having this emergency IEP meeting, for her. And I have this like huge feeling that they're going to try to say that she can come to school without an aide. And I'm going to be like, absolutely freaking not. Like, I don't care. I was like, if she can't come to school with an aide, like, cause we were going to get this all switched out, but then all of a sudden the school said that this one aide couldn't come, cause we had it all planned out. We had it figured out that we could make it work. And they're like, no, she can't come. I'm like, okay, so if she can't come back to school with an aide, then I'm pulling her from school and I'm going to have to homeschool her and figure out how the hell I'm supposed to do that on top of working full time. But I will do what I have to do for my kids, but it's getting to be, it's a lot. It is a lot. And the biggest thing about it is that a lot of it falls on me, and it's not saying that my husband doesn't do anything, because he was off yesterday in the meeting and stuff. It's just that I work from home. I have access to FMLA. So I'm the first person that is called. I'm basically, primary parent type deal, because my husband works in the garage. He can't always have his phone on him. And I work from home at a call center. My phone is literally on a stand right here like this, so that if something were to happen, it's available and I have it. I have access to it. So again, this isn't anything to go against my husband and everything, because he works, like I said, works in a garage. He can't always have his phone on him. But it's just so frustrating, because it's just a lot for one person. And it's, it's not easy. I've been struggling between my health issues, my job issues and stuff. Yeah, and I do. We talk over everything. It's just like he doesn't have access to, even though he should, but his new boss is weird and doesn't do anything he's supposed to do. But he doesn't have FMLA. He requests the days off. Like, for example, my oldest is having surgery next month, and he was able to get that day off so that he can, help with that. He's been trying, but it's just been, I don't know what's going on. He's gonna talk to his new boss about it, because, like, yeah, legally they can't deny him. He is, but it's just, I don't know what's going on, because when he had his old boss, they were working on it, but then, because he works for Walmart, and Walmart loves to do this thing where they take the supervisors and just, switch them around periodically. So this new guy doesn't do shit. And so he's now back to square one, and he's trying to get it figured out. But the new guy just kind of goes back up front, because they switched the auto manager to the front end manager. So it makes no sense. Yeah. So he's been trying to talk to his old manager to see what he needs to do and everything. But it's just been like super stressful, super frustrating. And that's besides, yeah. And that's why I wanted to come out and stream tonight, because I've been like kind of like mentally just like, my mind's been kind of dumb not dumb, but kind of like blank and not kind of doing much of anything. And like all last week, I didn't stream. I didn't feel like it. I didn't want to do anything. I honestly, I did not want to do anything. And then we've been dealing with the Arctic chill and just like, I've been like so tired. I haven't wanted to leave. Like been falling asleep on the couch, and I just wanted to, come out and like play and stuff. And, guys, give you guys a little bit of a life update because this this year has been hell, and it's only February 11th. Like, I don't even know. I'm trying to get better at doing things for myself. Like recently, and I do need to clean it off again. I already need to clean it off again because we were trying to find something and I couldn't find it. But I've been like cleaning off my crafting thing over here, which you can't see most of it, but over here is my little crafting workbench with my cricket. And I have a plant that I haven't killed. So that's cool. This plant has been on my windowsill for 2 months and it hasn't died yet. So that's, and it needed a bigger home. So I did that. I haven't killed it yet. Let me see if I can show you guys the picture. It's a poinsettia. My mom and my stepdad got it for me when we had this Christmas village type deal that's like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from us. And they bought me this poinsettia. It was like $3. It was a little thing, but it was starting to I think it was starting to die because it was in just this tiny little thing. And I've literally just had it sitting in a bowl. And anytime the bowl was out of water, I put more water in the bowl. But now it's got all this soil. And I'm just like, this thing is going to get huge because I know poinsettias get big. And I was like, do I need how big is this gonna, I don't even know how big this is gonna get, but I got it a bigger home and got some organic soil to put in it. And so now that its roots can grow, because when I pulled it out, the poor roots were all just kind of like bumped up. And I'm just like, this poor plant. Now you got a bigger home so you can kind of like spread your roots and stuff. But I'm afraid I'm going to kill it now because before I had it in, like I said, I put it the little tiny, because it was in this tiny little planter thing, like very tiny thing. And I just put water in the bowl and it would just suck it up from the bottom. And I told my husband, because I don't do plants. I've never done plants. And I just got really excited about having this plant and it not being dead. So I asked him, I was like, how do I know when to water it now? Because it's got all this soil and it's in a bigger container and it's not in a bowl. And so I can't just go judge by that. So how do I know when to water it? Do I water it every day? Do I not water it every day? And they're like, because we put it on a plate, like one of the kids' old plates has kind of got the rounded edges. So it's not flat. It's just a rounded edges. And he's like, well, when there's no water on this plate, you water it. I'm like, okay, cool. I will go by that. And such. So I'm just like, hey, if I could get this, that'd be cool. Because last year we made a makeshift raised garden bed out of a broken storage tote. And I got the wrong planting mix. And so this year my husband and I are going to be going to actually be looking at it better, because I just grabbed stuff. I just ordered it and I'm just like, well, this says it's for raised gardens. So I got it. And it basically looked like mulch. And so the plants didn't really thrive. They did grow. I also forgot to take or cut the little because if you ever get like the planters, the seed starters, they have this cover, like this mesh cover over it. I didn't know you were supposed to take that off or slash cut it so that the plants and the roots could grow out. And so like none of the carrots grew. I had carrots that were like this big because that's as far as they could grow because they didn't have any room to grow. Like none of the broccoli grew. Like the only thing that grew was the tomatoes and the herbs. Herbs grew very well. So because I've never done a raised bed before, and when we gardened at the old house, it was a raised bed, but it wasn't like a raised bed. It was more like it was just like a 2x4 box type deal. And we just planted the seeds in it. I never did a seed starter. So I wasn't sure 100% how to do it. So I just kind of put them in because they were overgrowing and getting tangled in each other. So I was like, these things need to get planted. So I just got the stuff and I just put them in. And I'm like, I don't think this is working very well. So this year we're looking at getting like actual, like they make these like galvanized steel raised beds, and they're for like $30. We're gonna get a couple of those so that we can grow, and then maybe I don't know if we're gonna get the lattice one or if we're just gonna get those and put like tomato thingies on it so that we can actually grow some food and it actually worked. We did grow tomatoes and we got like 3 little tomatoes and they were adorable. And that was it. I was like, well, we're gonna well, it was the first time, so we're gonna try again. Yeah, because we were gonna do like, because we can't like actually plant in our yard. Not because we rent, because our landlord has already said we can have a garden. And our neighbor has a garden, which is weird because I don't understand how the neighbor can make the garden work, but we can't because our ground, well, maybe it's because we have a lot of moles on our yard because we have the trees. They actually have an open area. And so that might be it. But also our yard is like full on sand because we live near the beach. Well, not really near the beach. We're like 10 minutes from the beach, but still. We're close enough we can hear the water whenever it's the summertime and it's super quiet. So our yard is sand, so you can't really plant well, and the holes are just from the mole holes are a lot and everything. So that's why we're like, oh, let's do a raised bed. Because the girls loved doing it. They loved planting it. They loved doing it and everything like that. So I'm like wanting to do it some more, but maybe this time do it right. Because apparently I failed last year. But yeah, we're gonna look and see what like we can get like the best. Yeah, I know that my mom and stepdad, they did tomato plants on their back porch and such. So we're gonna look at some like cost effective ways to like guard like the raised beds and everything like that, because one, we're poor, and two, they that's why last year was the makeshift one, and but two, we're gonna actually like use the actual right soil instead of what I did. It just said it was organic and for raised gardens, but I apparently didn't do it right. So yeah, hopefully this summer we can do it. I just would like to know, like, the thing about it is like I want to know, like, do you start the things inside all the time, or do you plant, like, I need to actually find a book that says, what is the best plants to, or fruits and vegetables to plant in our location? Seeds start inside. Okay, but like, that's what we did. We did the seeds starting inside. And then we forgot about, and then I will say my ADHD kind of got the best of me and I forgot they were there. So that's why they kind of grew together. And so that could be why. I mean, we had broccoli and carrots kind of mixing together, and I have no idea how that happened. Yeah. No, we got the seed starters from Walmart because, you know, my husband works there. We got a discount. So we just used the seed starters. But I've heard that you can use egg cartons, like the cardboard type of egg cartons, which we get the
This valley has a surprising
60
number of interdimensional doors.
yeah. We get the 60 count box from Walmart that comes with the two, like the paper egg cartons inside and stuff. So I was like, well, maybe we could do that and make seed starters that way. But like, we were using the seed starter from there because it's like a little greenhouse thingy. You know, it had the lid and it had all that stuff. So I was just sitting there. I'm like, I don't know. I just got something that sounded like it'd be easy. It wasn't easy because I forgot about it. 3 seeds per little egg hole. Just keep them in the windowsill. Okay. I'll have to start saving these little egg crate thingies. And I have to see if my poinsettia is gonna survive, because it might lose its
You just weren't
it might have to be moved. Oh, that's, yeah. I didn't think about that. I have to figure out how the hell we get freaking whatchamacallit while they're babies, at least. Okay. I need to get a so last year, this is what we did for watering, because I have an air conditioner in here in the garage, but for some strangely odd reason it leaks. So what we have to do is we have it sitting on top of, I haven't even looked at the store, to be honest with you. Ooh. Shit. Ah! Oh, they're so cute. Oh, fuck my life. I already have that and that and that. Oh, that's so cute too. I had that. Oh, I have that. Cool. That. Oh, is this a, oh my gosh. It's a companion. Fuck. Oh, it's so cute. Son of a bitch. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's adorable. I might need that too. So it still has the cape on for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah. So, but anyway, so my air conditioner we have to have this little hose attached to it, and it drips into a big bucket. Because if not, my office space gets flooded, and it's happened a couple of times. So, so we have it in this bucket thingy, and then what we would do is we take either my husband would pick up the bucket because I can't lift the bucket full of water because it's not a regular just a bucket. It's a small little storage container, but it worked. So because I have to keep the air conditioner running during the summer because it's when it's really hot because the computers and stuff, you don't want them to overheat. Anyways, we would just take the water from there and dump it into the garden because it's hey, it's just water, so we're just gonna use it and stuff. So I told my husband though that this year I need to get a watering can because our hose doesn't go all the way around where we put the plants, but we might change where we're putting them because where we put them was right in the front. We might put them onto the side and maybe the hose will reach. If not, I told him I needed to get a watering can. I need all the garden stuff, like gloves, the shears, all the stuff. All the stuff. Is there a door that we're supposed to go in for Lady and the Tramp? Because it didn't have any kind of letter. Why? Why are you doing that, lights? I don't know. I didn't. Now my lights are white. Oh, great. Now my camera's frozen. Oh, hey, there we go. Hold on. I don't know what happened. Remy has a new quest available. Oh, cool. I knew that. Because, it's a daily quest. Yeah. I just know they were coming out, and then... Oh, I didn't even look at the event. Let's see what rewards we have. Holy shit! Nice job. I didn't do a dream snap for this week because I forgot. I got 600 on my last one though. You guys do you still have a picture of it so that and you can send it to me? Look at the puppers. It's got wings. Oh, that's cute. I get paid this week, so I have to get my moonstones so that I could get the premium path. I always do that. Wait, is that why it did the blinky thing? I didn't get a notification. Where did it go? Where does it go? Oh, that's so pretty, Fate. Okay, hold on. No, so that's why my lights changed colors. But. Aw. Hey, thank you. Oh, it goes to stream elements. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Welcome, Raiders! Oh, snooze the ads. Hello? Who raided? Scout of Darkness. Hi, Scout! Hello, Scout! Welcome in, Raiders! Hello. Hi, welcome in. Hopefully don't know who I am. My name is Nightly. Well, Nightly Storm, but everyone calls me Nightly. I am a variety streamer who likes horror and cozy and such, and I'm just checking out the Star Path for Disney. I am a... Oh, that's so cute. Sorry, I have ADHD. I get distracted. I'm a mom of 3 special needs kids, and yeah, that's hi. Hello. So, anyways. All right. I need to... Is that a duckbill? No. Okay. Oh my gosh, that hat. That hat. Oh my gosh. Hello, thank you for the follow. Oh, it's okay. Hi, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I do have anonymous follows on, so if you just want to lurk, that's fine. If you want to say hi, that's fine too. Scout, what were you playing? Sorry, I didn't see what you were playing. Now I gotta look. Hold on. I lost it. I don't know. I know. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, my cam's been being weird. And the light's white again. I don't know. I give up. I'm not messing with it. Have a good night, Fate. And hi Shadow, and hi Scout. Scout, what were you playing? I just finished getting... Where do you get it? Where do you... is it a door? Is it a door? I've been talking most of stream, and I is it a door? I've been trying to figure out where it is, and I just like, is it a door? It is a door? Okay. You figured it out. Okay. Is it up here? Is it up here? I mean, from all the dang... Oh, yeah. Hey.
Oh, hello.
But, okay. Good night, Fate. We'll talk later. I have, like... I used to, like, not have a lot of, Dreamlight, and now I have, like, so much. Yeah, I've been yapping a lot today. I've been having issues with my kiddo's school. As a mom of 3 special needs kids, you know, things have been happening. It's been a lot. We've just been chatting. I realize when the lights are white, you can see the mess behind me, so ignore the mess. Just, it is what it is. Sale on liver pills. That sounds delicious. Not really. Oh, hey. I don't remember companions being able to go into the realms with us. Oh, we got a box. Open storage. Hey, you know what? Everyone's allowed to yip in streams. Okay. Full stuffing. The biggest thing is, was it good conversation? And everything's freezing right now. I might shut my camera off. I don't know what's going on with my camera. I had to open these. I didn't realize how much space I had. Little space I had. Oh gosh, do you have a silent channel redeem? Wow, my game is super... Maybe it's... Hey, as long as you enjoy it, that's all that matters. Aw. That's the worst time to be silenced. Okay, I did something to my mouse. What did I do to my mouse? Because it doesn't want to move very well. Okay, that's a little better. I don't know. Weird. Look at that hairstyle. All right. Did I open all my boxes? Yeah. That's over here. Pick up the cotton. Pick up the letter. Okay. What is this? Use. Is it a... It's a thingy, isn't it? Yeah, it's a thingy. Okay. Oh, some more fuzz balls. So, Scout, is this like a long thing? It's fun to be a bully sometimes. Hey, as long as the person who, aw, thanks. And go enjoy family time. I love family time. Oh, look, a box. Okay. Bye, Scouts. Enjoy family time. Yeah. You can't leave them, but, like, separated. Hey. Oh. Thanks for the follow.
There's real adventure here. Stuff you can really sink your teeth into.
My flies are gonna have a party. Uh,
Oh.
but I don't think I can
See,
trust you.
friend?
Cramp is here to talk to him. Yeah, we did that. Old stuffing, old paper. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Everything's weird. Trying to figure out why. Why did I put a cape on? I don't know. I don't usually have a cape on. And to be honest, that's not what I normally wear. My kids must have gotten a hold of my Steam Deck. And let's put this on for now. Here we go. I mean, when is it not broken? I still have these damn red dots all the time. Even with the red dot removal thing. I need to get more stuffing. I think I got everything out of here. Yeah. Ugh, that's horrible. Alright, can't go there, can't go there. So where's the rest of the stuff? Oh, wait, here's one. Still need more old paper. Okay. Also, when comes time, remember to eat. Oh, goodness. No, that's not paper. Hardware store. And that's just a regular trash can. I need some paper. Ah, there it is. Come on, mouse. There. Now, do you trust me?
Time for some real fun, don't you think? Oh, oh boy!
Aw. Wait, which gate? I'm assuming. Oh, this gate, even though the restaurant's over there. But okay, cool. Oh, look, it's Lady. Hey, Lady. Lady. Can we talk? No, I don't want a pet. I want to talk. Talk. Thank you.
Day to you. Uh-huh.
Aw.
Until next time.
Okay, first, 2 seasonings. Okay. Needed the roasted mushrooms. And then no anchovies. Okay. So, we'll do basil the mushrooms, no peanut butter, and meat. I'm assuming you need tomatoes, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. They're cooking. Shoot. We'll drop something. Drop this. Drop. Did I make it? No, I did not. That was kind of mushy. So I'm going to... I made mush. Okay. Is that it? No, it was not it. Okay, so. It would probably help if I had to do this for the pasta. This for the sauce. Oh, my mouse is not wanting to move. This. Oh no, inventory's full. Okay, I need to do something here. Ah, shh. Alright, now... No, I don't want that. Okay. I need this, 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 and this. That. Yay, I got it. Okay. Oh. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize ads were going. Find a nice tablecloth for the table. Okay, I got candles. Oh, wait. Did I open that? I did not. Cool. Trash can. Ooh, I like that. I gotta find this. There you go. There you go. There we go.
Oh, boy!
Aww. Oh no! Not the pound! Run! Oh, lady!
What a shame. Time to curl up somewhere nice and warm. There's real adventure here. Stuff you can really sink your teeth into. That's so.
Good day to you. Mm-hmm. Oh.
I might have to stop soon, unfortunately. Something is going on with my computer. Maybe it's the game? I don't know.
Until next time.
Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end. I can't get... Something's going on with either my computer or the game or something. but it's not doing. It's not doing right.
Trusty calls me Miss Lady. But you can just call me Lady. Should we go for a walk? Oh. Goodbye.
Wait, there's no other keys? Okay. Guess we'll be back. Goo! Lots of goo.
Oh. Trusty calls me Miss Lady. But you can just call me Lady. Oh. Farewell.
No.
Oh.
Alright, once I get out of the realm, I'm gonna end. Only because this is... something's being buggy. Unfortunately, it's just making it hard. Alright, so... People let me save. Oh. Okay. Alright, guys. Let's see. Who can we raid tonight? Come on. Come on, game. Let me do this. Bye, Reese. Alrighty, so... My goal tomorrow is to be on playing Resident Evil 5 with Catgirl. Again, this all depends on how the meetings go and how my mental health is going. Let's go say hi to Dahlia. So... Alright, guys, don't forget tonight, sleep well, tomorrow, eat well, hydrate, take your meds if you're on any. Have a good day. If you don't have a good day, come back tomorrow. But we hopefully tomorrow we'll be playing some Resident Evil 5. All right, guys. Have a good night. Bye bye.